Medium levels of aluminum found.
Alright, found some iron and aluminum. That's almost usable if we find some decent resources around it. Found a lot of carbon. Not good. Oh, whoa, what is that? Alright. Let's just go with it.
Don't worry, we'll have this out.
And that. That should be a fairly decent start. We'll have to keep an eye on what everybody else does this game, but as long as we get that aluminum mine, and this whole area isn't only exclusively carbon, hopefully we'll be alright. So we might be a little low on water, but we've got silicon. Oh wow, there's water over here too. Shoot. We just want that upgrade fast then, so we can secure a couple of these valuable tiles. And be in a good spot with any luck. Alright, upgrade. Claim, claim. We have aluminum coming in before too long. I'm almost tempted to take another one, but we'll just have to see what everybody else does once they've found it, and then decide from there. That's the wrong button. I want a water pump. That's what I want. Let's sell off a little of the silicon now. Go ahead and get that water pump down. Okay, this guy's got pure steel. Well, alright, we already had somebody ditch. That kind of sucks. And we have, of course, we have a scavenger founding right here in the middle of all this stuff because it's a computer founding. I mean, that's just what they do, realistically. Alright. Still 50 seconds. Whoa, I still had a claim left over that I actually just sent out. Alright, that's fine. We can actually take that aluminum. It's not bad, I think. Aluminum's up at $40 right now, which is no surprise whatsoever. With the way the game started, with two scientifics, neither of whom actually took aluminum. Details. Obviously, we can go pretty high on this. Kind of sucks when people just join and then they're like, too much lag, and then they peace out. Because it's like, well, why didn't you just check that beforehand? The game has a system for that now.
16,000. 18,000. 24.
That's probably as high as I go. That might not even be worth it. But we're not really making money off power or anything weird this game, so I'm hoping we'll be okay. And I just kind of went with it because it was there. I will go ahead and throw down power in response because it's just a single tile, and I didn't have anything special to do with it at the moment. So power just makes a bit of sense. And then hopefully on the expansion we can move into something like fuel quickly. So what does this scientist got up? He's getting some aluminum. Don't see anything else out of him yet. This guy still hasn't expanded. This guy is a computer. Oh, the scientist is going for some water resources, but he can't actually put the buildings down yet. So that's fine. He's also grabbed up a claim. Can we get a claim? Kinda. We can get a claim. It's not great, though. Like, a claim isn't too great for us, but it's usable. We could go ahead and just put down one reactor, maybe? I don't know if it would make money. Barely makes money. We could also just put down a little more power. Be like, hey, we have plenty of power now. And then push for that upgrade. I have all the carbon in the world, because that's just how it works. Especially, well, this guy, is he gathering carbon? Yeah, he's actually gathering large amounts of carbon too, and that's pretty much all he has. So that shouldn't be any real surprise.
The black market is online.
Ignoring the black market this time. We already got that claim we needed. What do we need? We need 5,000. Or just more aluminum. There we go, we got the upgrade. What's this guy doing? He's already moving to reactors. Shouldn't be any real surprise. Scientists do that sort of thing quite frequently. They're very good at it, and it's quite frustrating. On the other hand, he still has to ship, so it's kind of tempting to just throw down reactors anyway. And then just make the transition. So I think I'm just going to do that. There we go. 3 reactors. And we should start pulling in money well before he does, and that'll just cut into his profits pretty heavily. Obviously, they're better for him than they are for us, but that's just the reality of being against a scientific player, unfortunately. Another reality is we can't really power surge him very easily because it kind of hurts our water income, but our water income isn't too much of a concern, so maybe we just do it anyway. There we go. Just a little freeze on the oxygen and the fuel. He'll probably hit us back, but what can you do? We'll just push to another upgrade fairly quickly. Try and make sure we've got plenty of glass grabbed up before everything tanks. That way we'll be able to move into the food very well later. This guy's actually making glass. Sheesh. I wasn't expecting that. Alright. We'll want at least 120 glass. There we go. That'll be fine. Grab a geotherm. Sure, why not? These guys, do either of them have power down? I'm not seeing it, so our power is going to keep going up for the moment. I mean, this guy's got power down, but we have significantly more. And that income should just keep increasing, which also means that this auction is actually worth quite a bit. We have to be kind of careful with it. Obviously, we can't actually make money on power. But it could hurt them quite badly not to have access to power. Plus, this gives us a nice outlet for our carbon, potentially, because we have way too much of it right now. I don't know if I want to push to another 20,000 auction, though. We can give it to Bradbury, I suppose. It's not what we want to have happen, but it just happens sometimes. Not much to do about it. Grab up a little mutiny. We'll wait for a real good time to use this if we can.
Scientific colony expanded.
Man, standard computer plays. Not doing anything reasonable. But whatever. Not a big deal. Alright, we can expand again and just immediately get into a lot of food afterward, I think. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
It may not be the prettiest looking upgrade.
And just be like, farm, farm, farm.
Black market is online.
Water. Seriously, an underground nuke. That's a little weird. Alright, and we're waiting on these, now that they're back online.
Scientific colony expanded.
To get a really nice steal with a mutiny is going to be the goal there. Maybe two of them, actually. Just because they're decent income, and we can make that happen. Got the water coming in. This might be able to turn into glass later. The aluminum is still doing wonderfully. How's this going? We just got to keep an eye on it. Just got to keep a nice, good eye on these reactors. Okay, here we go. Wait until... no. There we go. Now those should just ship us big numbers of resources right now away from him. It's exactly what we're looking for. Food's incredible. Our reactors not so much. It's pretty much time to turn those off. We've made water quite valuable. And we need to start looking at what we can transition with momentarily. Let's see. I could throw down another one. But this isn't such a good steal. Like, this already sent, so I'm just not too worried about it. Kind of the downside of not being able to mutiny a whole bunch of things at once. Let's check Offworlds. Offworlds are actually looking kind of nice. I potentially have a bunch of different things to send there. We're going to grab a goon squad because that's still 2K for whatever reason this game. Go for an upgrade. We'll move to an engineering lab first. Kind of hold off on the Offworld because the engineering lab is good. But because the Offworld potential was there, I felt fairly comfortable going ahead and upgrading. Food is good. Water's better. I mean, water's incredible right now, so I'll just throw down another one for kicks. And we're going to need a lot of carbon for an Offworld, so I'll just go ahead and take another carbon right now. Aluminum's all looking just fine. Clark's up at level 4. He's got food production as well, which is a bit of a concern. It'd be nice to steal some of that from him, if we can pull it off. Yeah, AI nonsense, whatever. Get out of here, AI. There. The AI is probably pushed out at this point. Now it's just actual people bidding. This is worth a decent chunk of money. 12,000 I will definitely take, no question.
The black market is online.
Let's grab a mutiny so we're prepared for the next mutiny as well. We'll just be looking for good things to use that on. Obviously with scientific players, mutinies are incredible. It's just the way it is. Oh man, we actually got nuked. Thankfully they nuked the wrong tile because people are bad at this game still. They don't know how to actually nuke tiles. This would have been far superior to nuke than this because this still has plenty of carbon left on it. This would have had nothing and been getting terrible adjacency bonuses. It's just not where you want to be. Power surge on our food is no real surprise. Once again, not well thought out. None of these plays have been so far this game. Should have been hitting our water. Should have been, you know, there's all kinds of problems right now, guys, is basically my point. All right, how are these doing? Haven't sent yet. Food is still quite valuable. Those are going to be really, really valuable steals, potentially. So I'll just wait for them and take them at the last minute, I think. There we go. Make sure we get both of them for those adjacency bonuses. Plenty of food coming in for us. Very nice. Look at us stealing all his food away. There we go. That's where you need to be hitting. Right over there. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, 3 claims left. I still don't really know what to do with them. Obviously, we could just plant an Offworld right now. Maybe that's alright. Yeah, trying to break our stuff again. We're just going to need to commit pretty heavily to goon squads soon, I think. Turn those reactors back on, because reactors are nice again. Don't know if we need to use this nuke. Oh, well, carbon short. Take that.
Scientific colony expanded.
Let's go ahead and redefend our carbon first. Actually upgrade our carbon production as well, for good measure. Everything's still making plenty of money. We probably could have bought somebody. Computer has a hacker array. This guy's got an engineering lab. This guy's just dead in the water by the looks of it. Not really making a whole lot of money any way, shape, or form. Alright, sell down some carbon. That was probably the computer's hack, actually, thinking about it. Let's grab another goon squad. That one goes on the Offworld. And we should be pretty much set to just win this game. Not really a whole lot of thought going in anything we're doing. It's just been fairly obvious, simple plays the whole time, but I'll take it. Regardless, we could get down... Yeah, I'm looking for chems at this point. Not for long, but for a little while. Stop trying to nuke me! Bradbury, you got other problems, man. Deal with those. Let's get a couple fuel sends going. Water's still going just fine. That's all good. Alright, where can we actually start sending some nukes against these guys? I mean, I'll take it. It's not a big deal, but it's something. What do you got here? Of course we did. We're just going to keep catching dirty rats trying to break our stuff, because that's what they do. Alright. Nuking that. Don't know where that's going or for who. Try and keep an eye... Oh, wait. Those are both the computer's water. So let's do some of that, yeah. Oh, it's actually defended. Way to go, AI. Being the most competent person in this game, apparently. I'll let that go for 16. That's just fine. Not a big deal at all. Food's going okay. We can buff that up a little bit more with research. Ah, computer figured out how to nuke our water. Good job, computer. Now I'm kind of mad at you, because I kind of wanted that water. Let's see. All this production is still acceptable, if not great. The Offworld is sending. I still have 2 claims left. I could just build another Offworld and then start going after somebody at that point. Like, I don't really see much of an issue here. Maybe get down a little extra power as well. Grab another goon squad. Protect there. Not so worried about my carbon anymore. That should be fine. Food surplus hurts, but hopefully we'll still be okay. That was probably, once again, our computer player, unless this hacker array has been down the whole time. Because computers seem to have difficulty actually using their hacker array at times, I've noticed. And we should probably upgrade some water production now. Oh, food. Why'd you have to go and get bad on me? It's just so upsetting. All that work I put into you, and you're making me $15 a second. Awful. Bright side, we can still send food. So it's not a big deal. Yep, goon squad. Bradbury is starting to buy out Clark. Alright, that's a bold play. Bold play to go after each other right now. I don't really know how that's going to pan out for you guys, but let's see. Clark's actually being a bit more successful with his buy, but Bradbury has more cash if he just decides to go ahead and use it. I could ignore both of them and just take down the computer, potentially, might be the best option. But I don't really want to do that. I really want to... Let's get more food sending first, and then I want to kill one of them. Clark just made a substantial amount of cash. I imagine his stuff sent is what happened there. He's moving into reactors. That wasn't necessarily the best idea, Clark, but whatever. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. And let's see, we upgraded water. Let's keep upgrading water because water is incredible, as expected. Offworld shipments are going on. We're almost to the point where we could buy somebody, I imagine. So let's start going after Clark, the obvious target right here. And just finish up this game fairly quickly, hopefully. Nothing really to talk about here. We just kind of crushed them by getting a strong founding position and moving into the right resources at the right time. The game should be completely and totally over. Like, there's no coming back. Look, one of them was even a computer. GameSlayer was the only one actually in the game. So we had 2 computers, I guess. Bradbury and... Either that or we just bought so much of Bradbury. Maybe we had all of Bradbury at that point. I wasn't really paying attention, if I'm honest. So yeah, fairly simple game. People made all kinds of bad plays. Not a big deal. Makes a lot of sense if 1 or 2 of them were computers. I think it was just 1 computer, though. Like, Downflyer left right away. Was like, I'm lagging. Out of here. GG. It's like, alright, well that makes the game easier. And then Future Commerce... and GameSlayer both were struggling quite badly. Let's see. Future Commerce went for this water that was so far away from him. he took forever to actually make a profit off of it. So by the time he got almost like we let 3 fuel shipments go through, right? And then we took the next 2 fuel shipments and we took his first 2 oxygen shipments. That whole time we're lowering the value of those things with our own reactors. And we're the only ones with reactors of any note on the board, ourselves and Future Commerce, right? So we take his 2 shipments and he's just gone. He's out of it basically for forever. We took what, with 1 mutiny, or I guess with 2 mutinies, we took 160 resources away from him and we gained 160 plus resources. You know, it was ridiculous, guys. And then Game Slayer, he seemed to be trying, but he was just a little slow to the start. His territory was better. I don't really know what happened there. I can't Z the map right now to actually look under these tiles, but maybe Herbert got in the way with taking this water in particular is what happened. The computer player was like, man, I wiped out all my own water. I need to go take this water. And then because of that, this didn't work out. I have to question why this tile wasn't taken to kind of prevent that from happening, but I don't really know. All right. Simple game. Straightforward. Easy win. Let's move on to the next one. Where'd my dashboard go? There it is.